Well, hello. I thought I would stream now as well as later on because today would normally be follower Friday game night, of which I would just play games with followers that I have. At the moment, I've not got that many, so I'm just going to continue with episode 2 of the Road to Glory series that we started yesterday, where we took Burnley Football Club and we started everything from scratch. We didn't give them any transfer upgrades, basically. We've made no transfers in from outside of the career mode until we've got into the career mode, and we've made it so that everything's legendary. It's all strict on contracts, and we're not in any European competitions unless we get to that point. If you watched the last episode of this series that I started yesterday, you will know that we got beat by Wolves in the 90th minute. We're through to the next round of the Carabao Cup after beating Derby and Lincoln City, but we made it better by beating Manchester City 3-1, and we are now 8th in the table with 7 games played and 12 points on the table, which isn't bad from a point of view. If you're a Burnley fan, I'd be pretty impressed that we got 12 points out of 7 games. It doesn't really happen, especially in Burnley, but hey-oh. I have updated it so that my Twitch page has got the highlights from the last video. You can watch the games individually. Some of them I talk about the England national team's announcement. Some of it I talk about Arsenal's fall in recent games, especially against Burnley. Xhaka seems to struggle against us. And other things as well. How the game's actually playing, which isn't very well because it's a bit back to front. Like I said in the last one, Manchester City somehow got beat by myself 3-1, but yet I struggled to win against Sheffield and got beat by Wolves. It's a bit back to front in the game. It's like the big top 6 teams go easy on you, and then when you go to the bottom few teams, they start getting really competitive and quite hard. And I feel like that's how it would be in the Premier League anyway. But on this game, it's quite the norm. Like, even when I get to a few seasons in or a few episodes in this stream, you'll notice that it happens quite a lot, that you'll have teams like Liverpool that are easy to beat, and then you'll go against like Newcastle United or West Brom, like I have in a minute, and it'll be a real difficult, scrappy match to win. But yes, I wasn't meant to stream today. I thought I'd have a day off, but instead I've changed my mind and I'm on. Tomorrow is meant to be a stream all day, playing a game kind of day. I haven't changed it to today. I'm still going to stream tomorrow as well, but it'll be later on in the day. I'm waiting on a wardrobe and I'm going to build it and put it up in my room, because my wardrobe that I've currently got is about halfway to falling down. So I need to realistically sort that out, and then after I've done that, I will happily be online streaming away. Tonight we've got GTA. I'm going to do Carabao Heist again. I've got Prime Gaming. I don't think it's actually connected to this Twitch account that I'm on, but it's connected to some Twitch account. So I can actually earn another £1 and a bit. I'm going to buy myself a Harrier jet because I'm quite a fan of them after flying it in one of the heist missions I had to do. I can't remember which one it were, but you had to go get a Harrier jet or something. So we are against West Bromwich Albion next in this game. I've just put the Loughton on there. It's alright, I'll just swap them two around. So we're against West Bromwich Albion. Not a bad team. Well, they are in the Premier League actually at the moment. They brought Sam Allardyce in. I feel like that's a way to kind of... I've just done that wrong, haven't I? I feel like he brought Sam Allardyce in to kind of keep them out of the relegation zone. He hasn't really done that. People will know about Sam Allardyce. He likes to get some players in sneakily. So yes, Burnley against West Bromwich Albion. I think just by looking at that, then I think we were away. I think we're at the Hawthorn. So obviously we had the England squad announcement yesterday. I was quite annoyed with it because he still keeps rejecting that James Tarkowski is a good defender. I still think he's made some choices that shouldn't be there realistically, like Eric Dyer, Jesse Lingard. You know, I'm not gonna doubt him. He's actually had a few good games with West Ham since his loan move. I feel like yes, it is the right time to probably include him. He's getting goals left, right, and centre. I feel like he was kind of left out when he was at Manchester United, just because of like Bruno Fernandes coming in. Probably Solskjaer was playing him in the wrong position, stuff like that. I feel like that's why he decided that he needed to move away from the club that he grew up in. So in this, West Brom are actually bottom of the table. So Southampton though, but I feel like Southampton wouldn't be there. Don't know what the camera's looking at there.
They really need to start making runs, demanding the ball. Hopefully for everybody involved, it's a different story today.
A little bit of a snippet of Sam Allardyce there. So I don't know how we're actually going to play in this, because against Sheffield United and the clubs that are near that bottom of the table, we seem to have struggled. We haven't been able to realistically get anywhere. And then we played City. And somehow we beat them 3-1. Obviously, you can watch all the highlights from them games. You can just watch the games. I've actually sorted the video out so that the individual games, if you just want to watch the Brighton game, which was the start of this season, or you just want to watch the City game that was last, you can just do that. The only games I haven't included are the cup games. If you want to watch them, you'll have to catch them on the full stream, which has been uploaded to my account in the recent ones. And you'll notice that all of them have got thumbnails, proper thumbnails, with the different titles and stuff, and what I will be playing on them certain days. Today will just be follow a Friday game night, or Friday follow a game night, I think I've named it. And already we're kind of struggling. I won't say we're struggling too much.
And over comes the corner. Just far too close to the goalkeeper.
Well, he's actually caught it for once, and I'm quite amazed. If anybody watched my last stream, you'll know that I kicked off a lot because Nick Pope tends to parry it. Oh, bloody hell. Thought I'd give it a chance, but I were quite close actually, giving me a corner. But again, I'm not really a fan of these corners. Last year I was able to score majority all the time from them, because if you called your second player and just ran out a little bit, they'd score. This season I'm pretty struggling with it.
Game. Alan McAdani can tell us more.
It's a goal for Crystal Palace. 15 minutes played, 1-1.
Cheers again, Alan. Options in the centre.
At least there's been a goal bloody elsewhere. Could this be a draw? I feel like it's going to be a draw here because I'm slightly struggling with it.
Maitland-Niles. Every pass hitting its target.
Oh, well.
And it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position.
If I wanted to give them a goal, is their actual chance of doing it. Look at that! How on earth have they done that? Well, West Brom are in the lead. and it's slightly annoying because I basically give them that. Ashley Westwood tripping over his man, and that was it. West Brom are on it. They're on the march now.
Can they get in behind them? Doing well to keep possession.
I hate it when they do that. They just turn the body against you and it's like, hang on. Oh, Barnes has done that. Oh, why he has to run around it. I think it was a bad pass as well from Westwood, but why he had to run in front of the player and not to the other side of him, I do not know. Well, here's McNeil. Oh, Chamberlain. McNeil annoys me on this game because when I watch him in real life, he's got 10 times more pace than what FIFA suggests, and they've just done their update, they've just done their winter updates to the game. You know, if you've watched any of the Burnley games, which clearly the developers do not watch the Premier League, they seem to watch bloody other leagues. I don't understand it, but when I've watched Burnley, the pace that McNeil has is unbelievable. He just runs away from players, but yet he's still only rated at a 77.
And it's with Maitland-Niles.
I'm not expecting him to be mid-80s. I'm not expecting him to be, you know, 82, 81. I mean, you know, maybe an 80, but increase his pace because he's definitely not that slow. I feel like I'm using Jordan Henderson sometimes. And he is really slow in this game. Well, I'm really struggling again, and I don't know where Charlie Taylor is, but he is definitely not on left back. That's what annoys me about the game as well. My defence seems to just be too far up the field. And when I've changed it on tactics and stuff every other bloody time. This is Robert Snodgrass. He's shit. How is he competing with Dwight McNeil? This is what I don't get. Yeah, he left West Ham because he couldn't bloody touch a ball for shite. Oh, come on. Oh, getting balls taken off me by Ryan bloody Giggs. Not Ryan Giggs.
1 minute of stoppage time.
Ryan, who the bloody hell is that?
He read the situation defensively and did his job.
Well, half time. An absolute dismal first half. This is why as well I feel like FIFA could do with like a half team talk. Where you can just basically slate your players and tell them that they're shit, they're doing completely crap, and I don't think that should affect the morale. I feel like there should be a different part, like motive, like a bar for motive. If they're coming at half time, they're going to be unmotivated to go out for the second half because they know that they've performed poorly. But if you start having a go at them and saying like you need to do this better and stuff like that, it should motivate them on to carry on and doing that. But instead, FIFA haven't implemented that, and I wish they did. Maybe FIFA 22 could include that. And that would marginally make the game better if they came out in the second half and were like ready, guns ready, to give the team a different side of you. What on earth was that? I know he was turned away from it, and it was an awkward shot, but my days, that could have been a lot better than what it were. I know Ashley Westwood doesn't score a lot for Burnley anyway, but that was just shocking and shite. Have I still got team press on? Because my team, they sit back so bloody much. It annoys me how they've just let a player walk through.
Yeah, weak shot straight at him, no problem for the goalie.
And the game, I remember when FIFA 21 came out and they were releasing like the patch notes and stuff, and they were saying we've made it better so that your team actually helps you and makes it better for you to use the team around you. No, they haven't. This is exactly the same how they play in FIFA 20. They don't help you at all. If they wanted to help you, Tarky would have moved into position already. Loughton would have actually tried to attack the ball without you needing to select that player and attack because you're already using someone. If you watch an actual game of football, players wouldn't just stand there staring at the ball. They'd actually try and compete for it. They'd actually moved into decent positions, whereas Dwight McNeil were just hugging basically one of the West Brom players. Get away from him, that's how it happens. But instead they just stay, it's like they're magnets. They're just attached to them and they're like, oh yeah, I can't move away from him now. Like, get away from the fucking player. But FIFA, all in all, stop telling us bullshit. The team will help you. No, they bloody won't. You know they won't. You're just telling us lies, so we'll buy your bloody game. Oh, I thought that were in then. You're telling us lies, so we'll go out and buy the game. We'll waste our money on FIFA Ultimate Team, and then you'll be sat there, bloody rubbing your hands together, yeah, going beautiful. What an actual moneymaker we've done. What some lies we've been telling. That gets a grip, FIFA. You either sort the bloody game out, or don't bloody put one out.
Okay, Yokushru. So 20 minutes to go. And a throw-in forthcoming. And a substitution in the offing. Goodmanson.
And then Loughton, we're going to go forward, but he just stops. It really annoys me. If you're going into a forward position, move into the bloody forward position. Don't just stop halfway through the movement. Well, fair enough. Ever since I've bought Chamberlain, my midfield seems to have... They've got better, in a sense. He has been scoring a lot of goals, and I'm pretty certain he's probably my top goal scorer at the moment.
Best, but there's nothing he can do from there. He's not going to miss that one.
Does anybody else hate iPhones where it's apparently tried reading your face about 1 million times and then you have to put your password in to unlock it, even though I've been nowhere near it? That annoys me.
15 minutes remaining.
iPhone, Apple, sort your bloody phones out.
Substitution for
If it's
Burnley.
locked, why on earth is it trying to read my face in a locked position when the screen's black?
To be replaced by number 19.
Like, is there a security forward? Oh, he's got it back again.
Well, that pass easy on the eye.
Can J. Rodriguez score against his old club? Yes, he bloody can. We're in the lead. Finally. A bit of goodness. I've taken off Vidra. He's been alright. He's not been that brilliant. I bring J-Rod on and he's scored already. That is what we need. We needed that goal. And especially when he scored against his former club as well, which they don't bring up. You know, when a player moves in a club, they normally turn around and say, how will he go against his old club and blah blah blah. It's like they forgot who people have bought in the recent years. But yeah, if I played against Southampton, it had mentioned that Danny Ings left Burnley. It's like it picks and chooses who it remembers who's left their club. He was offside.
And the flag went up. Taylor.
Well, I've come from behind to a winning position. Can I keep the win though?
Scope for late drama here. 5 minutes left and just one goal between the sides. This could be it.
Oh, well, that was absolutely shocking. I genuinely thought he would have hit that well, but no, that weren't good enough at all.
It's with Yokushru. Mateusz Pereira. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Mateusz Pereira in possession. Crossing opportunity. And a bad pass it was. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. J. Rodriguez. Barnes. He was in the right place.
Well,
Intercept.
that annoys me as well. Westwood he's just moving into offside positions. It pisses me off. Sometimes the team helps you, sometimes it bloody don't. But we've got 3 points to add to the table, so not bad from Burnley. And to come from behind as well, not bad at all. And not bad from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. He had a really good game in the centre of midfield. Quite a bad first half from the team, to be fair, but then the second half they pulled it out and got us a goal. 2 goals, so I'm not bothered. That, for me, pretty decent game. Vidra as well, he had not a bad game. And I put him on instead of Chris Wood, because sometimes in these career modes I do, Chris Wood slightly irritates me. It's like he's so slow and he can't bloody hit a ball for fun. At 77 rated as well. So, I feel like it's an international break. It is. Oh, well, it's a break of some sort, so I'm just going to skip it to the league game against West Ham United. So I'm probably going to do these last 4 games now, because we've got a Carabao Cup game against Birmingham City there, and then we'll probably leave the next month of games to, well, maybe a month and a bit, to, yeah, definitely a month and a bit. Jesus, there's so many in that bit. To next Thursday's stream, or potentially Saturday if I decide that any game Saturday will include an episode of Road to Glory. But we do have Ultimate Team as well, so I might crack some Ultimate Team then and try that out for size. But we're against West Ham United first, so we'll take these on. They've not been too bad recently, especially with acquiring Jesse Lingard on a loan. He has done really well since joining them. I think they might play this weekend. I don't know. Burnley definitely don't. We've got some time off. Fulham against Leeds tonight at 8 o'clock. And then this weekend we've got Spurs, Southampton, Brighton, Newcastle. Sunday we've got West Ham, Arsenal, Villa and Spurs. So yeah, they do play. And I feel like West Ham would win that game against Arsenal. They've not been doing brilliantly well. And I feel like Jesse Lingard could just literally show up against them. We do not know. That's the fun of football, it's all the guessing.
Thank you for attending today's match. Will you please welcome
Joining me
West
for
Ham
commentary
United
is the former Arsenal defender, Lee Gibson. And it's all about action from the Premier League.
Let's see how we play in this game.
Up against West
Do we play better? I haven't made any changes. Somatic Vidra still starting at the top alongside Ashley Barnes. Whether I changed that at half time because I brought Jay Rodriguez on in the last game and he got us a goal, I do not know.
pass he had in mind.
Well, we've already bloody lost the ball. I remember when, I can't remember if it was this January transfer window that West Ham decided they sold, they needed to sell their main striker. Their only striker, should I add. They got rid of Sebastian Haller, he left for Ajax, I believe. I don't even know if they made money off him or whether they've just got less than what they bought him for. Well, I knew that were going so far out, but it is a corner.
Corner kick though here, and taken short.
And like I've been saying, I do not like the corners in this game. They're so awkward. It don't make sense. That yellow dot that it puts in the centre, if you bloody move it, it doesn't go there, it goes elsewhere, and you can actually re-watch people's clips of where the corners don't actually go where they bloody need to, or where they want it to go.
To lift the trophy at the end of the season. I think most fans, Derek, particularly the neutrals.
I think Ashley Barnes is really slow in this game as well. The way he gets his pass off, it's like he needs to take about a year for it to get out from under his feet.
Declan Rice. Lanzini. A classic example. And a goal!
Why did Nick Pope not pick the ball up?
Nothing the keeper can do about it
He just...
whatsoever.
This is what I don't understand about the game.
Away again, it's West Ham in front.
Nick Pope just literally stared at that as it wandered past him.
There's been a goal in the Arsenal game. Alan. It's a goal.
I didn't know what else to do then. I was pressing buttons for fun then.
Many thanks, Alan.
But we are down again.
Johan Berg Goodwinson.
Oh, that was a shocking pass. I don't know whether that was bad movement from Westwood or just a bad pass in general from... again, the game just chooses who it passes to. It doesn't matter where you bloody point your stick. It just chooses. I wanted that to go to me. I know he's too bloody far forward and he is a defender, but I'd rather it had gone to me then.
Ashley Westwood on the ball. Chamberlain.
Has anybody else noticed on FIFA that when you go against teams in kick-off mode and stuff, their players seem to be able to turn on the ball really, really quick, and then when you do it, your players seem to just not be able to do anything like that. They seem to not be able to move. They're really slow. I don't understand it. I'm not doing the bloody training because it's just a waste of actual time. Oh, well, he's got me a goal, so I'm actually not bothered. I might not take Vidra off at half-time. I felt like I might have needed to put Jay Rodriguez on. I feel like it might be an Ashley Barnes get off the pitch moment because he hasn't really done anything recently.
It was so quick to get out from the back, and the pressure comes as he knew it would, but it's the strength that impresses me. It's a great goal in the end.
Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece.
Number 27,
Well, we've got a goal back, so we're level now, which isn't bad.
Issa Diop.
I thought that were going to be a foul, so I kind of stepped back off it. See, he's so fucking slow on the ball. That's annoying. If he'd have hit that earlier, it just takes a year for him to flipping move it. Right, McNeil, you're being so slow that I'm having to stop my player running forward to just give you the bloody ball. That were a good movement there from Chamberlain. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. I'll take that. Bashley's put us in front. And again, it's Chamberlain who's got the assist. That was a wonderful cross. I'm just watching it back on my stream. Oh, I can watch it back actually on mine now, because it's not on it. That was a real good ball that as well, and the defender put his head towards it. Jesus, if he'd have got kicked in the head then by Bashley, would have really hurt. But he's got his 4th goal in the league. We've got a lead against West Ham. I'm not actually gutted. I don't feel any badness for giving them the first goal. Ah, well. Why it didn't just decide to give it to Vidra. Again, it's probably FIFA's like, he shouldn't be in the lead. What's happening? The algorithm, it's messed up. Like that, come on. Chamberlain does really well for the team, and then all of a sudden he's just like, nah, I can't be arsed passing in a straight line. I can't be arsed doing anything well. If he dares hold this bloody game up now because he's on his floor crying his eyes out, I'm not going to be happy. Alright, you can do it now if he's not up. Come on, you can pause it now. He's dead on floor, mate.
And hence he has stopped play.
Oh no, it's Mikel Antonio. Personally, I think that were a foul. I don't know if I actually got the ball in that. But
so play will be restarted by
like FIFA have said, they won't include VAR because the game's perfect, guys. I feel like VAR could be included in the game. I really do. It could make the computer make errors, and then the computer resolves itself. Or do what actual VAR's doing at the minute. Let the computer make errors, and then the VAR system turns around and says, oh no, you haven't made an error. Wouldn't be too bothered. I feel like he might have been offside then, Lingard, but hey, we'll go in at half time. We've got a lead. Thank you to Chamberlain and Ashley Barnes. So, not bad. So the first half, I'm quite impressed. Now we're going to replace Vidra at first. He scored. Then I decided I wasn't. I was going to substitute Barnes because he's been slow, not doing anything. Then he got us a goal as well. So I'm not replacing anybody at half time. Again, you know, if FIFA implemented that you could have a team talk, a half-time team talk, that'd be amazing. If you could have a pre-match team talk and say, try and motivate your lads before they go out onto the pitch, that'd be pretty decent. It won't work in Ultimate Team because obviously you can't do that type of stuff in the Ultimate Team world. But if you implemented it to career mode, that, you know, at the start of the game, you go into the changing rooms, you motivate your team, you try and say, we need to get a win, please. You know, stuff like that. And then at half time, say if you're losing, you know, you're losing 1-0, be like, we can get this back, lads. And then put like a motivational bar in instead of it, you know, having to do it to them at half time ain't going to annoy them. It's not going to make them unhappy. I thought he was onside then. I felt like he was onside. So I'm going to watch this because there, just as I'm about to pass it, it's like a flipping toenail, isn't it? Like VAR recently is telling that you're offside for putting your bloody hand out. Even though what the offside rule is that you're offside if you have a part of your body that you can score with offside. A hand doesn't count. You can't score with your hand. That's handball, isn't it, at the end of the day? Yeah, if it was your shoulder, I'd understand. Because you can score with your shoulder. I wouldn't though, because you instantly then go to VAR and they check it out for about a year. He's offside! Oh, was that a penalty though?
I must say this looks promising. Can they convert? Really vital interception.
Not too sure about that. I think that might have been a penalty to, and then I think we've been let off ourselves quite a lot. But we've had 2 chances there to score, and we have made it nowhere.
Throw-ins given.
We haven't got any goals on the score sheet just yet in this half.
Ashley Barnes.
The crossing system on this game as well is absolutely garbage. There's only every now and again that I get a sweet cross and I'm like, blimey, that actually got somewhere. For the rest of it, it's absolutely shocking. You put a cross in, you're guaranteed that goalkeeper's going to get it or they're going to head it away.
It's a goal for Liverpool. 66 minutes played. 1-0.
Thank you, Alan McAnally. Westwood. Johan Berg Goodmanson. This looks promising.
Ooh, that a bit of a trick there.
And the counter-attack.
This is what Burnley is like in actual games as well. Like if they get a bit of contact, they won't fall over because we don't try and blag a penalty. We want it for the right reasons. But at the moment, I'm kind of thinking that Burnley should realistically just go down. If you get contact in the box, fall down and do a Lacazette and start screaming your head off. And you might get a penalty. As it is, Burnley's probably one of the teams that have got the least amount of penalties. I think Manchester United are the ones with the most. See, Vidra's so far back there and I had nowhere to go. Now I've got about 10 people covering there. Ah, why? Why on earth did he turn then? I didn't ask him to turn. I don't know why he turned. I pressed X then to try and shoot, maybe go to the right hand side of the keeper, but instead FIFA decides that, oh, you need to actually turn around here. Why?
That's a lovely ball.
And then they turn around and say, no, we don't have any stick to meet deal. Bollocks, because not at one point did I touch that stick to say move.
It's the second goal for Arsenal. 7 minutes remain. 2-0.
Many thanks, Alan.
That annoys me. Ashley Barnes' touch and passing is really bloody slow.
Just listen to the fans here, Derek. They've just kept their noses in front, and these fans are doing their best.
Oh, how did he lose that bloody ball then?
Suchek. Here's Manuel Lanzini. Well, time is against them. They have work to do. Just cutting off the supply.
Oh, come on! What are you doing?
A decisive clearance it was.
Really starts to annoy you sometimes.
Well, adding up all the stoppages.
Oh,
we will
come
have
on.
2 extra
If that's
minutes.
not a foul, then I don't know what is. Are you watching the
We have
Newcastle
entered
Crystal
the
Palace
final
game,
minute
ref?
of normal time.
I've been tripped over in the box.
Goodmanson.
Nothing. I've just been pushed over then. Nothing. Oh, well, that's a goal. We've definitely won. In the last minute as well, the ref could have blown the whistle at any point then, because that's what they tend to do. You're outside of the box, going for a goal, and then they blow the bloody whistle. But we have a goal. It's our 3rd goal in this game, so we are walking away with the 3 points here.
Look at perfect technique, and you won't get any better than this. It's just
After all my
dream
whinging,
strike. Brilliant,
Chamberlain
brilliant
again
effort.
has produced a goal, and that's his 6th goal this season. He's probably my top goal scorer as well, I'm not going to lie. But what a finish
Now it is final.
on him, and we've got the 3 points to walk away with the
When the lead is extended to a 2-goal margin,
win.
you can almost hear the sigh of relief from their support.
Declan Rice.
So I'm quite happy for that. And he got 9.7 in rating as well, Chamberlain, so he was originally the man of the match. So I'm actually quite happy with that. But like I say, FIFA should include more player interactions within it. And I mean, the players don't need to respond. You could do like you do in the post-interview matches where you go for an interview. You could make the noise of the lads be like all nodding or agreeing, and they're like, yeah, stuff like that. You could make them do stuff like that, and that would make the immersive feel of it better. Because if you could go in at half time and be like, you've played absolutely shit for the first half, not saying they're going to say shit, but you could say they've been playing, you've played it absolutely shocking for the first half. You know, let's improve it in the second half. Let's get balls into the box. Let's get better on the possession, and it'll then motivate your team to be better on the ball outside. Or, you know, if you say the wrong things, it could make them less motivated. Now, that wouldn't affect their morale or happiness, whatever the morale system is. It'd affect the motivation. If you put a different aspect in it called motivation, it'd affect that. The happiness, this morale system in the game is like, if you don't play them, yes, fair enough, they are going to be annoyed, you know, but it happens all the time for the bloody lower players you've got underneath. You'll have, you know, a 55 rated bloody centre midfield who's a youth kid at bloody 18, and he wants to play games all the time, and it's like, no mate, you know, I've got better things on my bucket list to do. But we're against Crystal Palace next at Selhurst Park. Roy Hodgson. Crystal Palace are a team as well that realistically they rely on one player, and that is Wilfried Zaha. If they didn't have Wilfried Zaha, would they be in the Premier League? Probably not. They seem to really struggle when they don't have their main man up front or on the pitch. They came against Burnley, and I think they lost 3-1 or 3-0 recently, and they didn't have Zaha on, and I felt like that showed in that game as well, because they didn't have the pace or the energy or the skill movement on the ball to compete against us or get into the box. I feel like it's quite harsh on them, really. But yeah, if they didn't have Zaha, I feel like they'd be out.
All eyes on one man. He scored 4 in his last 3. What will he produce today? Stay with us on EA TV. Hello everyone, sad to have to say that the weather hasn't cooperated here at Selhurst Park. It's a wet, soggy day. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary position, joined by the...
So it's not a bad game, this. I don't mind Crystal Palace. I don't think they've got Zaha around, they'll have to do.
Well, thank you, Derek. All the talking is done. Time now to put the coach's plans.
That's right, he's on loan from Chelsea. So I've put Vidra and Ashley Barnes on again. They've been making no changes. We've been playing really well without Chris Wood, even though in real life Burnley have been playing really well with Chris Wood and Vidra. So maybe next game I'll make that a change, because Ashley Barnes got us a goal in the last game, but he's been too slow on the ball. His passing seems a bit off, so I might replace him.
And that will be the keeper's ball.
Wow. Well, that was a ball and a half, that. I do have to say, to give me back possession, that was a ball and a half.
Surprised quite a few with the eye-catching brand of football. It really has been terrific to watch.
Yeah, fantastic start. They've got to build on that start now. All of a sudden in the Champions League spot. Can they keep it going? A long way to go, but the confidence
Burnley in the
they've built
Champions
up
League
over the
spot,
first part of the season,
unheard of.
that could carry them through
We did get
towards the
Europa
end.
League
They've had
once.
a really good finish.
That was a few years ago.
Sloppy in possession.
And we played a few games.
Well, for Burnley, you have to say it was a good performance and result in the last match against West Ham United. Can he put them in front? Yes!
Oh, there we go. That's the sweet touch we need from Johan Berg. What a goal. And we're in the lead.
Well, here's the replay, and as we see, it's a class.
And that's not too shabby from Johan Berg. That's what I've been wanting from him. Especially against West Ham, I think he got a similar opportunity and I really wanted him to score. That's how it should be. That's how I wanted it. Instead he skied it in the last game, but I'm happy for that goal. That's a good goal to start the game. I feel like the motivation of the team is actually improved after their win for once. But I don't know. I feel like they might have Zaha on. I haven't actually seen him on the ball yet, but then again, I haven't really been paying attention. I'm paying attention to where my teammates are. Ah, well, Vidra. One, I asked the controller to pass. Two, he didn't.
Couldn't keep it.
It's doing what it did last game, where he randomly turned him in a position where I was about to press X to shoot.
And now Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's there for him. Eric Bailly keeps it out. Can't miss, surely.
Oh, Vidra trying. Good block though. I believe that's Bailly. Or Koyante. Might be Koyante actually. He's got number 8.
Plenty of room in the wide area.
In some career modes that I've started, I've been trying to buy Andros Townsend, lovely transfer from Jordan United, but he won't leave the club because it's too important. But you can buy Wilfried Zaha. You can't buy Townsend, but if you want Zaha, which is probably their better player, you can buy him if you wave enough cash in their pocket. Oh, go on, out for a goal kick, thank you. In fact, the last time we played Palace, Matthew Loughton got an absolute worldie goal. I've just remembered that as he got on the ball. And it was nominated for Goal of the Month. I don't know whether he won it. I've never saw a tweet from Burnley saying he'd won it. But it was an absolute spectacular goal from Loughton.
But they won't mind with that. They're winning this game. They're sucking their opponents onto them, and with the pace they've got in midfield and up front, they're really
We're losing the ball a lot again in the midfield area.
Luka Milivojevic. Jeffrey Schlupp. Making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, that break
Ah,
was
he's
so
just wandered
promising,
into the
but
defender.
nothing
That
coming from
annoyed
it.
me.
Retaining possession proving difficult.
And then he just stands all the way back. Chamberlain, move. I hate it when he does that. Why does it automatically? Because your defender's a tiny bit out of space. Does it move your central midfielder there? It's not a defensive mate. Oh, he's got a goal again. Chamberlain has been on one recently. 7th goal there.
Well, here is the replay, and to be fair, the keeper from that distance
And a possible win again.
Lovely goal.
2-0. I've still not seen Wilfried Zaha. So is he on the pitch or not? I might have to look at half time and see the stats to see if he's on. But they've always been passing
Klein.
to Wilfried Zaha.
Kouyaté now. Schlupp.
No, I do not think he's on.
Ayew.
They've got Ayew, they've got Schlupp. I feel like he's off. I just won't be a moment. Sorry about people waiting. Just had to take a little phone call.
Are you?
I'm just on the run up to half time as well, and we're doing pretty well. This is where I feel like your team talks could come in at half time as well. If you're winning, you could turn around to them and say, you know, lads, you're doing really, really well. We've got 2 goals on the sheet. Fantastic. That's what I feel like you could do with the team talk if you're in the league. Again, it's because Zaha's not playing. That's why they're not doing well. Have they sold him? That could be a possibility. Or is he injured? That also could be a possibility.
Ashley Barnes. McNeil. And that's an important intervention.
Oh, if Vidra or Ashley Barnes got the first goal, but I feel like Barnes again should go off because like his touch and his slowness on the ball is just annoying me. Oh well, that Nick giving that ball away then. Go on, Nick, thank you. That was a bit annoying.
Well, a quick reminder, we'll have action.
Oh, it was Goodmanson who scored. We weren't anybody else. It was Goodmanson and Chamberlain who's got us the 2 goals. We're against Birmingham next. I know that. In the Carabao Cup, we beat Derby County on penalties after drawing 2-2 with them. We beat Lincoln City 3-2, I believe, if I can remember. So we're through to play Birmingham next. I feel like Batshuayi has booted the ball twice up there.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change.
Oh, did I just see Zaha's come on for Ayew? But I saw Batshuayi leave. Who's replaced him? I have no idea. Someone beginning with M. Oh, it's a corner.
They take it short. Will the cross work out for them?
Oh well, that is a goal. That's probably one of the first times I've scored from a corner as well. What a cross, and what a head from James Tarkowski.
Well, here's the replay.
That was well, that was spectacular. I thought I were going to lose it then to Townsend. And normally when I head the ball from that kind of position, it seems to go about a mile away from the goal. But what a head!
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0
3-0. Is this probably going to be the biggest win in the episodes so far? Is this
and I can tell you a goal has been scored
going to be a good game?
Alan McInally with the details.
It's a goal for Brighton and Hove Albion. 62 minutes.
I'd like a clean sheet.
Thank you, Alan McInally.
Whether I get one
Don't forget about the
is a different story.
Carabao Cup live coverage.
Zaha is on now.
TV. It's Burnley taking on Birmingham City.
Yeah, just 16 teams remaining now, and I think both teams will be looking at that match thinking we're just a handful of games away from the final. Big game, that one, Derek.
Oh, we've just lost the ball again. Did that come off me? No, it didn't. Well, that came off me then.
To be replaced by...
Beautifully weighted ball. Right towards the back post.
Oh, he's had in. No, he's hit Ella's like. But it's going out for another corner.
And they fancy a short one. And the cross into the middle.
Oh, Charlie Taylor. Charlie fucking Taylor. That's what I mean. You get the cross in and then they miss it. Jack Butland, is that who I've just seen in that goal? You don't really hear from Jack Butland anymore. I think the last time I heard from him was at Stoke. Again, look at the reel there. When we played Lincoln City, if anybody watched the last one, they had pinpoint crosses. It were annoying them. That they've crossed 3 balls upfield now, and every one of them hasn't gone anywhere. They've missed the goalkeeper. They've gone out. Again. The crossing's too close, even though I'm trying to pull it away from the goalkeeper. The crossing's way too close to him. But we are doing extremely well in this game. Again, Ashley Barnes losing the ball.
Well, I believe there's been a goal in the Liverpool game. Alan McInally.
It's a third goal for Liverpool. It's been scored by Roberto Firmino. There must have been.
And I wouldn't mind walking away with a clean sheet. I really wouldn't. He's offside. Is he not?
3-1.
Regular updates from Alan McInally along the way. Vidra. It's with Barnes. McNeil.
Ooh, I felt like he weren't going to get that then.
Taylor.
Ah, that was a shocking ball. That was a shocking ball. I'd apologise to Ashley Barnes if that was me crossing that ball. I'd have said I'm really sorry about that. That was absolutely shite.
Looks like Chamberlain has lost the ball.
Chamberlain can't keep the ball now. Again, look at that. Their crossing ability so far. That one's just tapped it out for some strange reason. But their crossing ability so far has been dismal.
And using his strength to shield the ball. Could play it in.
If I was
A menacing attack, but tidied up.
Crystal Palace, that's what I'd be working on next in training ground sessions. How to cross the ball.
And the counter looks on here. Options available. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end.
Again, Ashley Barnes. He's just.
And just the 1 minute left in normal time.
He's losing the ball all the time.
A bit easily.
So's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain now. But as long as we keep the ball up here for the next 2 seconds of our lives, there we go. It's full time. That's our biggest win of this episode so far. These 2 episodes that we've put up so far, it's our biggest win. We've got that's probably our first clean sheet. Don't know, but probably not. It's probably not our first clean sheet. Mine has got a clean sheet already. But yeah, I think it were actually Brighton. No, I think I'm 2-1. This could be our first clean sheet, and I'm quite happy with that. Again, Chamberlain has been really well and played really well until midway through the second half. He kind of started losing the ball a lot more. I feel like next game after the Birmingham City game, I can't remember who we have, but I feel like I need to replace Ashley Barnes with Chris Wood. I do like Ashley Barnes himself. He's a fantastic player. He is basically the element of what Burnley is in real life. But he just seems too slow on the ball. He seems not to be able to pull any shots off or keep possession for long enough. So I feel like, yes, we might replace him. But next game, it is Birmingham City, so I could play Barnes in this one. That might give him the effort of saying, like, not playing the next game. But again, I'll make quite a few changes to my squad by placing in quite a few different players. I'm not a fan of Dale Stephens. If anybody watched my last episode, he seemed to have he kept losing the ball, and it was really, really annoying. But I am going to leave Nick Pope in the goal for this game, which I don't normally do. And we've got Sacco down there, so we'll put Sacco on. We've got put Wood on instead of Bashley. No, Bashley's staying on. There we go. So that's our team to go against Birmingham. Hopefully we can get through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And then make it through and possibly have a cup run on our hands, as well as trying to be good in the league. And then obviously, just at the start of the January transfer window, we'll have the FA Cup as well, which we will try for, but I do like swapping my team around when it comes to these games, because you always seem to have a hard team straight after. But we're happy with our team so far. The main team that have been playing in the Premier League, they've been playing quite well the past few games, so I'm quite impressed with them. And we'll see what they do in this game.
Absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you commentary, and joining me is the former Arsenal defender.
So I've not put Bailey Peacock Farrell in goal, which I normally do, but I feel like if it goes to penalties, he is my main keeper to use in that situation. And if I feel like it's going to go to penalties, I would substitute him, but I always make that change too late. I always do it really, really late. Oh, well. Already done it. We're already in the lead. And it's from Jay Rodriguez as well. And he's been asking to play. I've slapped him in. And that's what we get.
With a beauty of a through ball. And when he gets through to the keeper, he just smashes it past him and gives him no chance to think. A lovely finish.
For a really, really good goal from Jay Rodriguez.
Burnley, number 19, Jay Rodriguez.
And it's a first.
Shunic.
It's not his first. He scored against West Brom.
Has gone over the touchline.
Well, I'm glad that their crossing isn't as pinpoint as Lincoln City's were in their last cup game.
Ashley Barnes.
And you'll also notice that I've got Josh Brownhill as a right midfielder. Now, in real life, if you have watched Burnley recently, Josh Brownhill has stepped in at that right midfield. He can do that. In FIFA, he's actually just remained as a centre midfield, which I feel like they need to make a change on. And what a tackle from Peters. At least he didn't put his hand out for it.
Benson. Josh Brownhill. And Bardsley on the ball.
Not gonna lie, Eric Peters has done quite well for Burnley recently. I thought I'd have a chance at goal there, but it didn't work out.
Too hard. Just relax a little bit. Focus on your technique.
But obviously Charlie Taylor is our main port of call, but he did get injured. So we've had to rely more on Eric Peters, but he's not been too shabby. I'm not quite unhappy with Taylor not being there. He made good movement then. Barnes actually got a ball off, but just marginally offside. But not bad so far. We are putting pressure on the team to try and get the ball back.
To shield the ball. Well, no danger now.
Wherever Brownhill is, Bardsley should be up there covering him, not bloody Brownhill.
Shunic. And tidily played. And slipped through beautifully.
And they're through. Can they get it through? Yeah, they can. They've got it past Peters.
Takes the wind out of their sails.
Can they get it past Sacco? No, they bloody can't. But they can get it back. Long's ball was a bit of a mess up.
Kevin Long. Stevens.
Pass it around the back for a bit, make them
Long has
annoying.
it.
Try and pull them out of their own half.
Barnes. What can he do from here?
Oh, well, I'll take that. That's a penalty.
Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice.
There's a good run from Josh Brownhill as well. I thought originally he had contact on the ball, but according to the referee, he didn't.
And he slots it home with confidence.
And Bashley puts it away and puts Burnley 2 up. So we're alright so far. Could this be the top scoring game so far we've had in the episode? It could be indeed. But it's Ashley Barnes who puts his name on the score sheet. Converting his penalty just to the right hand side of the keeper. And I thought it was going to go over as the circle were a bit too wide. But Birmingham City, they're not doing well. First half, they've been pressured by me. They are a championship side, I believe, or I don't know if they're in a lower league, but I believe it's championship that they're in. And a lovely save there from Pope. At least he's not parried it away for once.
Benson.
Oh, normally Stevens loses the ball from it
Kevin Long.
because he seems to have an incredibly sharp touch. He hasn't lost it yet.
Has it. Josh Brown.
I was expecting him to lose it then.
Excellent
Ooh.
defending.
Is that Jan Valery? Is that where Jan Valery went on loan to? Because I think
Good-looking
he's
ball. Well, they are on the move again.
oh well. If they scored that one, could we concede?
A chance to whip
I'm
it
blaming that on Sacco. I think Jan Valery might be at Birmingham City. I think he's on loan from Southampton. And they've got, I think it's Walker Peters on Tottenham. Again, why parry it? You could have just got that.
As you can see, the visitors haven't had too much of the ball, but to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering on the counter-attack. They just sit back, hit you on the break, and it's really working for this team.
I know that Brownhill's like an outside of the box goals, like scoring specialist. In this game, he's really not.
Jan Valery. Ivan Sanchez.
Jan Valery. There's Jan Valery. I'm quite impressed.
And it's through here.
And Derek Ray always seems to pronounce the names extremely wrong. Oh, what a oh, that was a good tackle, that. I actually thought that was an incredible tackle.
A clear penalty.
I feel
And a
like he
yellow
got the
card
ball.
to boot.
In fact, I think he did. He two-footed him, but I feel like that wasn't a penalty.
And the penalty.
Nick Pope going the right way, just missing.
Really questioned him.
He's got to go back Birmingham.
So there we have it. 2-1.
Do I feel annoyed? Slightly. I feel like that wasn't a penalty in a sense. I feel like wherever that ball was going from Ashley Barnes then, I have no idea. I feel like that weren't a penalty. I feel like Sacco got a touch to that ball. Even though he did two-foot his man, I feel like he did get a bit of a touch. We're still in the league though, so I'm quite happy at the moment to continue as we are to not make any changes. I mean, if Brady had moved forward, then I would have been happier, because that would have mean that we'd be in a scoring position. Again, it's Stevens that's slightly letting me down, because he didn't run for the ball then at all. Like, my trigger pressed down all the way to the bottom.
Shunic. Can they get in behind them? San Jose.
I don't want to bring anybody down with Sacco now, because he's on a yellow. I'm alright for getting him a red card.
EA TV, and looking forward to bringing you more action from the Premier League.
Come on, Stevens, mate.
Game after game, the season is
Jesus,
relentless.
Benson's doing better than you, and he's fucking rated 10 less than you.
That should be a belter.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
At least he can keep the bloody ball.
Jay Rodriguez. Barnes. Extremely sloppy. in possession.
Barnes, come on. I think I blame Rodriguez on that though, because he could have got into that
Benson.
position
Well,
in
sitting
front of
deep
him,
like this
and then
might
his
be
through
an
ball
advantage.
wouldn't have been too bad. Bashley could have shot before he got blocked off. Oh, he could get it again though. No, because he's turning so slow. Why does he skill over it? I don't get it. I asked him to turn, not fucking stop
Cosgrove.
pissing, putting his foot over the ball.
Has the strength to hang on to it while showing excellent judgment
Piss
to
farting around
intercept.
inside the box. Just get it off your foot. It's what I wanted.
A bit sloppy in
Oh,
possession.
here we go. Once again, we're losing the ball.
Fruitful looking attack.
We've started playing not good again.
On for them, but not to be. Moving it forward.
Can Brownhill get me a goal?
Really good
No.
challenge.
No, you can't. I feel like the pace in the game is really, really slow.
It looks promising.
I feel like they're running like tanks.
Effective challenge.
I understand if you're a defender, yes, you'd run like a tank. But when it comes to players like Josh Brownhill and
Jay
stuff,
Rodriguez.
or
Excellent
Matic
vision.
Vidra, their pace is quite high. Yeah, fair enough to
Delivered towards the
Ashley
back
Barnes.
post.
He is basically built like a tank, so he ain't going to run pretty fast. But Mike Judge is quite a pacey player. So's
Really
Brownhill.
controlled
And for them to
possession,
not
but after
run,
that, it's been really disappointing. Players are looking at each other. You've got to take
not run so
control,
quick,
you've got
I
to
feel
take
like
responsibility
FIFA's kind of
yourself.
letting the side
Make something
down.
happen in this game.
I feel like that came off his foot, because he had the name tag above his head.
San Jose. Tackling and winning the ball.
Bloody hell, he got it back. And I thought Barnes had messed that up, but actually J-Rod messed it up.
But not anymore. Inside the last quarter of an hour.
Well, could we get another one? Could Barnes seal it for us? Oh, that's another penalty. They've brought him down in the box. Is this the same one that brought me down in the first place? It is. Jan Valerie again, bringing Ashley Barnes down this time. He brought Josh Benson down the first time round. Now he's brought Ashley Barnes down. It's another penalty for Burnley. Can we score again? Yes, we can. It's the third goal and the second from the penalty spot. I didn't ask it to do that celebration, by the way. I pressed B. It's just doing a random one. But again, we've got another goal from a penalty given away by Jan Valerie. And I'm going to replace Ashley Barnes now with Chris Wood, just after his scoring penalty.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is.
And we'll give Chris Wood a bit of play time before the next game to kind of put him in the mood.
Substitution for Burnley. Coming off the pitch, number 10, Ashley Barnes. Coming onto the pitch.
It's out. I feel, yeah, it's going to be out. The crowd's already cheering as to say it's out.
Benson. Just 10 minutes to go. Oh, he's given the ball away.
I thought he'd have kept that then, J. Rodriguez.
Adam Clayton. Mikel San Jose.
Dale Stevens again. He's been all right, Dale, today.
Can they create something?
Away's Brady.
Opportunity here. Oh, tremendous block.
And I felt like then that could have been a penalty. I feel like that was a bit of a two-footed situation. And what was that? If that's a free kick, then that's just a joke. He tapped him, ref. He tapped him.
They've given him too much space. More possibilities in the centre. San Jose. That's a very impressive piece of defending.
Ooh, that was bad. That was a bad loss of a ball there from Josh Benson.
And a strong tackle.
Oh well, we're back on it again. Can we get another one? No! Why did that decide he wanted to go to Brady? Even if Chris Wood was offside, I'd have rather it had gone to Chris Wood. He was in a position where he could have wandered forward. But like again, the game decides where your passes go. It's not where you direct it. It's apparently where the fucking game wants you to do. But I'm happy we're through, going through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And it's another 3-1 win for Burnley. Mostly from penalties. Jan Valerie, I reckon, will be getting disciplined. That's 2 penalties he gave away in that game. Firstly, bringing down Josh Brownhill, and then he brought down Ashley Barnes. But we are on to the next game, and we're through to round 5 of the Carabao Cup now. And we've got Leeds United next, so a bit of a derby for this game. Kevin Long giving it all. I thought my time were up here. He's been there for 10 years. That's how long he's been at the club. He's the longest serving Burnley player. Don't give up all hope yet. I feel like I'll put some actual quick substitutions on this time. I put Chamberlain as a player that we'd substitute after half time because he's a player that seems to tire out towards the end really badly. So I feel like bringing on Josh Brownhill in them final 20 minutes or so might actually help us. McNeil as well. I don't know with McNeil, he gets better as the game goes on, but his pace, it just remains exactly the bloody same. And this training here, so eye on the wall, where you do your as Nick Pope, or you're the goalkeeper of your choice, it never bloody works. It lets you control it for the first part of the training session, and when it goes to the next bit, you can't do anything. It's just up to the goalkeeper. It's not up to you. Game takes over. So we're against Leeds United. We're at Turf Moor again. It's a game that we want to win because it's kind of like a derby. It's not like we're against Blackburn as such, but Leeds are probably our nearest neighbours. Well, that was a really bad ball from Pope. I thought he'd have booted it out a bit further. Lovely head away there from Tarky though. So, Gudmundsson scored in my last game along with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Can I get some more? Oh, is it Chris Wood? I feel like it's offside yet. They're not following him, so it's offside. Oh, he could have had a goal there. Good movement again, especially we're on a counter-attack as well. Everyone were moving forward. I felt like it could have been a pretty decent goal. And there again, crossing in this game is goddamn awful. It's like, I don't think it's aiming. I don't think it's something to do with your control. Oh, there, flipping out. Oh, we've got a goal already. It's Matic Vydra. Vidra's doing really well for me now. This is the second game he's got a goal. I'm quite happy with Matic Vydra now. Especially now I feel like maybe playing alongside Chris Wood. He might be slightly better. But it's a good goal again. And I feel like it might have been Chris Wood that gave him the ball. I feel like that's a decent shout to put him in. So Matic Vydra gets us the goal. And we plough on now and we try and get a win.
Phillips.
So our motivation has come into it, in a sense. Remember that this is on legendary mode. So in the last few minutes or so, it could get really, really scrappy and it could feel like I'm playing Barca again.
And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, as we look at the table,
right, Dwight McNeil, move forward. You are literally in a near enough a winger's position. Go and move. There's just nothing you can do. If they don't want to move, it's the game's decision. They're trying to move. I thought you were going to parry it away. That's what he tends to bloody do. Oh, Tarky! What are you doing? Just give him the ball. You may as well just pick it up, hand it to the nearest bloody player, and let them have it back.
And across the touchline, so a throw in here.
And the defending in this game this year as well is near enough impossible. That was the worst cross ever. But defending this year, I feel, is slightly impossible. Like, if you move any player out of position, it's like nobody covers that area. Like, look, Ben Mee's moved out. There's a massive, massive gap now where Charlie Taylor could just move in. Yeah, if somebody attacks on the wing, move Dwight McNeil back. Oh, that's a foul. You see, there's the first yellow.
Well, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
It's from across, and it's off the post, and near enough. I don't know what's going on. Oh, wow, Dwight McNeil. What a shocker.
If he had that chance again, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't try the chip.
That was mad. I thought that was in from Chamberlain. Then I thought Wood would give it a go. Then it was Vidra. Vidra hit the post as well. Then McNeil got on it and bloody skied it about a mile away.
Rodrigo. And taken away.
The hosts really haven't had too much at the ball. But on the break,
again,
devastating.
piss poor on
Pace
turning.
really hurts defences. They've been electric when they've had the ball.
Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? And a chance to whip it in here. Gregoric. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it.
If the referee had given a penalty then for that, I'd have been fuming. They're through again. Get it then, Pope. Jesus. If you want to stare at it any longer, take a bloody photo of the ball. Take it home with you if you get that trick.
Something, but not so. Rodrigo.
I've only ever scored with Nick Pope once. I feel like it might have been an achievement. Or something that I had to do, score with your keeper. Oh, Chamberlain, what are you doing? Again. This bloody FIFA, your team helps you. Balls. The game's scripted as fuck. You're telling me that it's not scripted, FIFA. I think you are chatting the biggest amount of bullshit anybody has ever said before. The passing is awful. Every other time I pass the ball, it seems to be pretty pristine and goes towards a player, and then all of a sudden, one player does it, and it's the worst tap in the world.
Well, nothing untoward happened. Chris Wood.
Like that? What on earth was that? At least we're in the lead at half time, but again, I don't know. It could be me, but I feel like it's more the game. I feel like it's the game that messes with people. That I've seen people who play Ultimate Team that aren't the gods and that aren't promoted by EA to play it, but when they start bloody passing the ball around, all of a sudden it's like the system makes your players turn shit. It's mad. But you'll see some games where they look like they're really good at passing all of a sudden, and then the next minute they're just goddamn awful. It's like the game feels like, oh, you've had enough of good passing now. Let's make your passing really shite. To the second half, we're in the lead. Can we keep it?
Calvin Phillips. Wood with it. Well,
that was an awful pass.
Yakumete. Well, this man will get most of the plaudits for his
that was an awful pass. That was more awful than man.
The goal kick will be next.
He's pissing me off because he's hogging behind me. It's annoying. Oh, Goodmanson, that touch then was awful.
Well, showing good vision. Good vision.
They rate Burnley so lowly on these games. That's how annoying it is. I've watched Goodmanson go from being, a championship player rated like 69. And he's come to Burnley, he's got to 76. I feel like he's higher rated than that because, yes, he's been injured a lot and stuff like that. But when he plays, if you watch him actually play, it's pretty... What the hell was that all about? Again, the game randomly choosing to turn there. I didn't even fucking ask him to turn.
And looking forward to bringing you more action from the Premier League. It's Leeds United facing Aston Villa.
Yeah, Derek, should be a great atmosphere there. It's one I would be tuning in for if I wasn't there with you.
Surely! Finishing there with more of a whimper than a bang.
Derek, that reminded me of you, finishing like that. It's just terrible.
I wouldn't have done that well. Tarkowski. pass could do damage.
That was goddamn awful.
Through ball, the goalkeeper.
The passing on this game, like I say, it's just fucking awful. Sometimes you both like the player will pass the ball really, really well, and then all of a sudden they turn to shit like that. Why did you pass it to their fucking player?
Phillips. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. Offside, close one.
Again, I didn't want that to go to Taylor. I wanted it to go to Chamberlain, but hey, oh, Chamberlain's on it now. Right. Vidra, why are you away from the goal then? I have no idea. Just because Goodmanson's coming down, that means you go into the box.
Really bright looking attack.
Oh, again with the god-awful through balls.
Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Wonderful tackle.
Right, come on. He's off the ball and then he's challenged him. That's a foul.
Stuart Dallas.
This is why it needs VAR. But the developers turning around saying our game's perfect. Is it bullshit? Perfect? If it's perfect, why are you putting patches out constantly? That's the questions you need to ask.
Across the byline, a goal kick as a result.
That's because people tell you that your game's shit.
For Burnley. Coming off the pitch, number 20.
Your game don't bloody work, right? Everybody realises, and then the developers are like, oh yeah, our game isn't perfect.
Josh Brown.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere, Derek. It's been such a tight game, but
Well, I thought you were going to lose that Vidra, and he is.
certainly doing their bit.
He did so well to keep it, and then he does that.
Just 10 minutes to go. Giving the ball to the opposition.
Oh, Brownhill, man! Again! Did I ask for it to go to McNeil? No, I asked for it to go to Westwood, but no. Clearly, this game's like, no, we don't like it when you're winning. Fuck off. It's not scripted. Bullshit.
Effective ball. Elder Costa.
I know the games shouldn't be easy to win and stuff, but when it's doing stuff like that, making your passing really awful, all of a sudden then you turn into prime Barcelona with expert passing and stuff like that. That's when you know that the game's scripted. And that's when FIFA are trying to turn around and say it's not. It fucking is. If it weren't doing the crap passing every fucking 5 minutes all of a sudden, then I'd understand and I'd probably explain to him, yeah, fair enough, it's alright. But because it pulls off shit passing randomly, that's when people are like, yeah, your fucking game's shit. Understandably, if they're knackered and stuff like that, but when it's happening fucking the first 10 minutes of the game, that's when questions are going to be asked. But we've won, we've got a scrappy 1-0 win. Another 3 points on the board for us.
Tight, wasn't it? Just done enough in the end, I suppose, to deserve the win. Tactically, a really good game, Derek.
Mattis Vidra, yeah, did he do alright? He did get the goal, but the rest of the team, that game, were pretty awful. Especially with them hitting the bloody post 2 times. They had a clear chance. I said that would be my last game, but I'm actually going to make the next game the last game. I may as well answer to him and get him happier. Manager of the month, Pep Guardiola. What do you need to do in this game to get manager of the month? I've probably won most of my games. City lost to me 3-1. How is that manager of the month? And he's 6th. Give it to bloody... either Jose Mourinho, Solskjaer, Jurgen Klopp or myself. But you can't give it to a sixth position bloody Manchester City when clearly they're losing games. They're 3 points behind us, 2 points behind. Now they've dropped down. Liverpool are top of the table again. Maybe Jurgen Klopp should get it. I think they're on an unbeaten. No, they're not. No, I think they've got a draw. They'll have had, yeah, I feel like they've had a draw in that. Well, next game is against the Gunners. This game, we actually, as Burnley in real life in the Premier League, this game away at the Emirates, Aubameyang hadn't scored for the season at that point. And he scored an own goal for Burnley and we got the win. Xhaka also got a red card and got sent off in the game. And everybody hated Xhaka that was an Arsenal fan because he did strangle Ashley Westwood. And that's what he got sent off for. But yeah, Aubameyang giving us the goal and the win, which was quite impressive from a Burnley standpoint. They got Aubameyang got us the 3 points that we wanted, and we've played them recently as well, where Xhaka got us the cheeky goal back, and we drew 1-1 with them. Aubameyang did get a goal in that, and again, it weren't for us; it was for Arsenal. They got a goal in like the second minute, but then we bit them back in the arse when Xhaka decided to mess a pass, and he hit it at Chris Wood's chest or his waist, I think it were actually. He got a goal. Pepe in that game was an absolute waste of money. I think twice he missed an open net, and even I thought, Jesus, my grandma could have netted it from that position he was in. But we'll see what we produce here, because I don't think they've got dearest Aubameyang on. I don't know who they've got. I feel like that might be offside. No. Okay. I felt like he was offside then. Even Loughton put his hand up. Oh, well, this is where it annoys me as well. When they just wander past everyone.
They take it short.
FIFA saying, no, your team will help you. Does it? Because that's the proof that they don't. Here we go. Little counter-attack for Burnley here.
Ashley Barnes.
Oh, I've put Barnes on. What an annoyance.
Lowton. Westwood. No potential danger. Poor pass under no real pressure. Well, it's always a tantalising prospect watching Martin Ødegaard close up. Lee, what do you think we might see from him?
A little advantage there for Arsenal. A little tap in the back of Ødegaard. Well, he's out. He's sped past Loughton there. I don't think there was any chance of stopping him, but Tarky just randomly staying there. Just stood still. That's what annoys me. Your defenders don't actually defend. They just stand there, hoping you'll take control of them and use them. No, FIFA. We don't want that. We want our team to work alongside us. We want them to get into scoring positions. We want them to do this and get somewhere to take the ball forward. You know, we want them to defend and help us. We don't want them to fucking stand back all day and just watch us until we take hold of them.
Cuts it back. Taylor. Lowton.
Moving it around the back to try and get in. But they've gone pretty defensive. Well, was that a bad touch or was that a possible foul?
Selhurst Park, a goal there. Alan will tell us all.
It's a goal for Manchester United. 23 minutes played. 1-0.
Thanks as ever for the update, Alan.
We're struggling with this Martinelli on this right-hand side. Weghorst, who the bloody hell's he?
A very timely interception. Well, for Burnley,
here we go.
Really was a fine performance.
McNeil, this game he seems so slow, and then when you watch him in real life on actual games, he speeds past players like nobody's business. But in this game, he's just absolutely shit. He has no pace at all. And I feel like that's where FIFA need to improve their ratings. Clearly their rating system's not working. Either that, or the people who are making the ratings and doing it aren't watching games. What was that? That was shocking. Watching it back now, that is absolutely awful. Again, Ben Mees is watching it as it strides by him. Nick Pope not actually going down to collect it. He's just watched it as it's walked past him. That is shocking. And again, this is where FIFA need to look at the game and say, these are the problems. The team's not looking at anything. They just stand still in a game where you really wouldn't stand still. No play. If a player stood still for more than 2 minutes, I reckon they'd have a saying from the manager to say, "Move. What are you doing? Why are you stood still? What are you just stood watching? Are you watching a different game? Are you looking for your mum in the crowd?" Again, I feel like it's actually Barnes letting me down a little bit.
Chamberlain has lost the ball.
I asked Chamberlain to move down towards McNeil, but he just couldn't be arsed and wanted to carry on going forward.
Arsenal have given it away. Lowton. And a useful cross.
Oh, that were a good head there. But he offside? Is that what he was trying to say then? He really wasn't. And if that's what they're saying, then I feel like we need to go and have a little check up.
Westwood. And smart defending. Escudero. Gabriel Martinelli. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Creative look about this. Good strength to keep the ball.
Ref, what are you doing? It's 2 minutes past now. No, it's 3 minutes, 4 minutes. What are you doing? Blow the fucking whistle. A minute added time. You had 4 in the end. What is your problem? So, I'm going to have a little bit of a whinge here. And if anybody from Microsoft listens in or watches this stream after some time, I'm just going to whinge towards yourselves. The Xbox itself is a wonderful design piece of technology. Congratulations on it. You are really wonderful people. But with your controllers, you are goddamn awful. And when I'm saying goddamn awful, your normal controllers are pretty decent, and after a while, wear and tear is pretty normal. And recently, I got rid of my Xbox controller, and I've gone to your Elite Series 2. And can I just say, goddamn awful. It is the worst controller I've ever had in my life. I like the texture, the feel of it. I like that it's got interchangeable buttons. I like that the triggers at the back you can make sure that they're heavier and stuff like that. Put them into different locks. I love it. However, drift stick is the worst problem on this controller, and Microsoft will not own up to it. Other than the fact that I have emailed them and I have said, look, this controller is suffering with major lag. My right analog stick goes down. My left analog stick goes up. Microsoft has said, yeah, send it out to us without any of the accessories on it and we'll sort it out for you. We'll give you a new one. Well, how am I going to play on it if it takes a month to ship it over to the United States? How am I going to play on my console? I've got one controller. And they were like, well, we'll give you a month's free Xbox subscription. I don't want that. I want a controller. Send me a controller out. I'll send you what I've got this piece of shit back out to you. And we'll see if that one's any better. If not, I want my money back. I'm not paying £150 to send it off for a month for it to probably come back and say you've thrown it around your room. Yeah, I did, but it had drift stick before that bloody issue. But Xbox, if you're going to charge an extreme amount for controllers, make sure they bloody work. Because this wasn't just a Series 2 issue. It was also Series 1.
Ashley Barnes.
And if anybody has the Series 1, you'll probably already know about it. But I've only had this controller for near enough 2 months. And
Westwood.
it's already suffering from lag. Not lag, drift stick.
So deflection, and they can get ready for the corner
Barnes
kick
could have
routine.
kept that ball then. He could have kept it for us.
And a fine cross. And he's back in
Oh,
against
off the post.
with a header.
Well, we're talking inches. So close with his head.
I feel like I'm going to take Ashley Barnes off.
Not a lot to like about
did
Van
pretty decent
Veghorst
with
and what he
Chris Wood in the last
contributed in
game.
the first half. Lee, your assessment?
Well,
Unless he
Derek
scores
Wright
now.
has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch.
This could level it.
I feel like Chamberlain really put me off then, because he came through.
Great goalkeeping.
What was he going to do in that position? Nothing. If I'd have given him the ball, he'd have probably lost it. But I feel like very much so that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain put me off. He ran through in the box, and it's what I've wanted probably the entirety of the game, but then they don't do it.
Good pressure, can they make something of this?
Oh, what was that?
Well, nothing productive, really. Well,
I
the
didn't
counter
ask it
chance
to do that
looks very
certain skill
real.
move. Again, the controller just doesn't listen because of its massive major lags and its drift stick. It's what Xbox really need to sort out. I feel like I had the same problem with my last controller. In fact, Microsoft have a massive issue with their controllers. I remember having a blue one and it just died. Like, completely died within a month. And again, they did the same thing of send it to us and we'll do this. We'll give you a month's free subscription. Xbox, I don't want a month's free. I just want a controller that works.
So making the substitution now.
I don't want to be going out and spending shit tons of money because your controllers break me in a day. It's awful. And you know you've got this issue, you know that people are whinging. People are suing you because they're having to spend so much. Oh, wow. What is that? People are suing Microsoft because your controllers are absolutely shocking, dismal. And I feel like if you just sat there and actually improved your controllers, you probably would move up in the market.
Well, look at the stats.
Make your controllers work better, you know, put more features in them. PlayStation's got a speaker and a light bar. What's Xbox got? We've got an interchangeable D-pad. There we go. The defending's completely gone again.
As we can see here, it's great.
They play well when they're flipping 1-0 up, and then all of a sudden they turn to shit.
When they win the ball back, just look where they are within striking distance of the goal. Great stuff.
Dani Ceballos. It's with a champion.
This is what I mean with the FIFA. And the developers are turning around and saying, yeah, we're really good at making games. Really?
Well, let's bring you an update now from Selhurst Park, where there's been a goal. Alan McInally.
It's another goal for Manchester United. 76 minutes played, 4-0.
Thank you, Alan McInally. Well, moving the ball impressively here, and it will be an Arsenal free kick. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Again!
Celebrate on the back of that. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Lowton. Johan Berg Goodmanson. In the right place to cut out the pass. Just 10 minutes to go. Bodies forward and the break looks on.
Why did that take Tarkowski so long to move into a position that's normal?
McNeil. Jay Rodriguez.
They're so slow on the ball.
Hang on to it.
Stop pissing around. Well, we've lost this game 4-0. This is our worst defeat in the episode so far. Because everyone is being uber slow. I made the problem of putting Barnes in instead of Wood.
Well, he certainly wasn't offside by a mile.
Substitution for Burnley.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution.
Number 18, Ashley Westwood. Coming onto the pitch.
Oh, he's given the ball away.
Josh Brown.
Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Bayabin delivered into the box. Got to it
He's
easily.
goddamn awful again.
And the referee blows the whistle. Now it is.
Well, that's our biggest loss of the stream of the episode so far. That's it for me today on this stream. I'll be back on later with GTA Online. We're doing a KO Preco heist. I'm now going to go and answer the door to my brother, who seems to be knocking a lot and not being patient. But that's all we have time for today. Thank you very much. Join us next Thursday for the Road to Glory continue. I could play it on Saturday as well. But thank you very much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.